So I just finished We Unleashed the Merciless Storm. I'm going to rate it 4.75 out of 5 stars. I'll get to why in a minute. But I really enjoyed this book. It totally lived up to the hype or even the expectations I set for the sequel to We Set the Dark on Fire. So I was like, go this author, go Taylor, go them. So a quick basic summary of this book is it's set after the events of the first book, We Set the Dark on Fire, and instead of doing Danny's story, it does Carmen's story. So I thought that was an interesting perspective and more of an inside look into the world of the Rebellion Levels. And I was like, this is so cool. And I don't want to give away any spoilers about what this book is about, more in depth to that. We basically get to see this world of Lavos, and I'm like, okay. And it's so fascinating just what this rebellion does in the book. Also, I don't know why my brain does this, but I keep imagining Carmen, the main character in this book, as Carmen from Spy Kids. So yeah, I'm just gonna link a picture of her up above, Carmen from Spy Kids. But yeah, which kind of makes sense because they're both Latinx, so I guess that makes sense. So if they ever made this into a movie, go find Alex Penvega and get her in this. The first thing I loved about this book was the plot twist. I don't want to go into any more detail than that, but the plot twist kept me on the edge of my seat. I thought they were great. 10 out of 10. I love how the point of view is portrayed in this book. So similar to We Set the Dark on Fire, it's a third-person omniscient, but instead of Danny in this book, it's Carmen. And I love the contrast between Danny and Carmen in this book, compared to We Set the Dark on Fire. And I also love how Carmen goes from this mean girl in a school setting in We Set the Dark on Fire to this amazing young woman who's just rebellious and fighting for a cause that she believes in. And I just love that. It's such a contrast, and I thought that was so fascinating. I do have a couple minor things I really didn't like about this book, which is why I rated it the 4.75 out of 5 stars. The first thing is there were some minor characters in the book. I'm not gonna say who, but I really wish they would have stuck around a little longer. And I would have loved to hear more about their story and everything. The second minor issue, I don't know how to describe it, I had with this book was there was a plot twist in this book that it was kind of mentioned early on when one of the characters was like, ooh, this doesn't feel right or something, this feels really weird, it's something along the lines they said. And then the plot twist happened, and I kind of had that idea of when that character said that earlier in the book, still in my mind, and I was like, oh, this plot twist really isn't that surprising, but it was a great way to foreshadow what was going to happen, I guess. So yeah. I am unintentionally a goofball. I said to myself, oh, I need to bring this closer, and then I start singing The Great Gatsby. The closer and closer. That one. I'm like, I'm such a goofball.